In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up a new campaign, and I'm going to go through all the settings. It's very important you watch all of this video. The first thing I suggest you do is to make sure you have your billing information set up in your OpenAI dashboard. Come over and click on Settings, and then click on this link to access your OpenAI account. Once you're logged in, come up on the top right corner and click on the Settings icon. And then click on Billing on the left-hand side. From here, you're going to see where I have a balance of $9.51 with an auto recharge set on. Make sure your billing information is set up here. If it's not, click on the green button that's there and go ahead and add your billing information. And then I have mine set up to automatically recharge once it gets down to $5 to bring it back up to $10. One of the big benefits of this is that if you go ahead and fund your account with $10, it's instantly going to give you access to use ChatGPT 4 and 4.0, which is going to create a lot higher quality content for you. Now, once you have that set up, you're going to click on New Campaign. Here you have two different types of posts you can create: informational type post or reviews. Overall, Medium loves informational type posts, so I'm going to start off with that. And the first thing I'm going to do is give my campaign a name. And I'm going to name it Snakes in West Virginia. Now down here, I'm going to add some keywords, some keyword phrases or URLs. So with MedPoster AI, it can actually take the keywords you give it and create a complete article out of it. Or if you add a URL, it can take that URL, read the content on that page, and create a brand new article for you based upon the content of that URL. For this example, I'm just going to go ahead and add some keywords. For this article, I put how to identify different types of snakes in West Virginia. Now, if I click outside of this keyword box, you're going to see this count just updated to 1, and it's telling me it can create one article from what I have here. Now, if I want to add another keyword, I can do that. I'm going to hit enter and call this one the most common types of snakes in West Virginia. I'm going to click out of the box again, and now you can see it says count is 2. Now, if you look underneath this box, it says input according to your desired total number of posts. So if I was to enter 5 keywords, and then down below I request that I want 10 articles, it's going to create 2 posts or 2 articles per keyword that I have in here. So if I wanted to, out of these 2, if I told it that I wanted a total of 20 articles, it's going to give me 10 articles of each one of these. Now, I can also use these keywords as the titles of my article. So if I tick this box, it's going to use this as the article title for this one, and it's going to use this as the article title for this one. Then we have the option to add some context here. And so I normally don't use this box because it can really change up articles, but if you want to experiment with it and use it, go for it. And basically what this will do is generate additional information within your article based upon the content or context that you put in this box. Next, we have embeds. So we can automatically embed videos and images in our article. Over in your settings, if you entered your YouTube API key and you tick this box, you can automatically add video embeds based on the content of your article. Down here, you can see with embed options, you can have it automatically search YouTube for related videos based upon our article, or you can even add your own video embed URLs. So if you have your own YouTube videos you want to embed in your articles, you can tick this box and put those links right here. And down here it says you can add multiple video URLs or embed codes, and it will add 1 to 2 embed codes to your content randomly. I'm going to leave this on automatically search and leave it at that. Now over here, we're also going to have it to add images. So if I scroll down to image sources, it's very important you pay attention to this. For image sources, you can extract images from a URL whenever available. So if you used a URL up here instead of a title, it can actually try to scrape those images and put it within your article. Now this can be dangerous if it's not your own content, because if you're out there just stealing somebody else's images, you could find yourself in some copyright issues. I normally leave this unchecked unless I'm maybe using my own website or a website that's already approved me to use their images. You can also use stock images from Unsplash or Pixabay if you've added your API keys in your settings. Normally, I don't use these either for the simple reason the stock images get reused by so many other people that they are not unique, and Medium likes unique content. We then have AI generated images, and it uses Dolly for this, and it costs around 8 cents an image. This is what I normally use. Now you also have the option for Google search images, But then again, you could face copyright issues. So for this, I'm just going to use AI generated images. If it makes you feel better, you can add an image copyright disclosure when posting the images from external devices, but this probably won't protect you if you do copyright somebody else's images. Now under the GPT models, if I select this, it drops down and shows me all the models available that I can use to create content with. And the reason I have access to GPT-4, Turbo, and 4o is because I funded my OpenAI account with $10, so it immediately gave me access to these. If I did not fund my account, you're only going to see GPT 3.5 Turbo. My recommendation is to use the 4o because it's going to create the highest and best quality content. Now you can also use the Meta Llama if you've added that API into your settings. So I'm going to choose the GPT-4o. Language, I'm going to use English. You do have different options here. For point of view, I like to use second person. And then tone of voice, I normally use either conversational or friendly. For this one, we'll go ahead and leave it as friendly. Now it's asking us for how many posts we want to create. So if you remember, we added 2 different keyword phrases. So I can do 2, and it's going to create 2 articles, 1 for each of those keyword phrases. Now I can choose to publish this either immediately or on a schedule. If I choose on a schedule, it's going to ask me how many posts I want to create and how often. So I can choose to do 1 post every day, every week, every month, or so on. But for this example, I'm just going to publish them immediately. Next, I can choose which Medium accounts I want to post this to. Or right now, I only have 1 Medium account set up for this, which I showed you in the demo videos. So if I come over here and click on this, it's going to show me this one account called Daryl. Under the Medium post status, we can choose for it to be public, draft, or unlisted. And then we can also choose for it to automatically generate tags for us that it will add to our Medium posts. Now, if you leave this option on, what's going to happen is that it's going to create your article in a matter of just a couple minutes, and it's going to have it published on your Medium account live. For me personally with Medium, because they like high quality content, what I like to do is untick this, create the article, and then go into the editor and make sure I like the article before I publish it to Medium. So I'm going to go ahead and click on create. And it's going to take us back to the campaign page here, and we can see the name of our campaign, the type of article it is. We can see it's active. And if we click this, it's going to take us into this campaign. We can scroll down and we can see our 2 articles here that are processing right now. Now, the other thing you can do if you want to see all of your articles is actually click on content. And this is going to show you all the content that you've created. So we're going to give this a couple minutes and then we'll come back in and check on it. You can see it's only been a little over a minute. Both articles are done. One of them's over 1,300 words, the other one close to 1,000. Now, most of your articles are going to range between 1,000 and 2,000 words. So what I can do is click on one of these articles, and then we can see here the meta description. We can see the intro, the video here it pulled in called West Virginia Snakes, and then it added some tables for us, which is amazing. Some safety tips, what to do if bitten, all kinds of great information. Now, one thing about Medium is that they really don't have an option for adding tables within their posts. And so we've kind of made up our own little system. So when you see a table like this, that it was still posted on Medium, it just looks different because there's no other way to do it using Medium. And I'll show you that here in just a minute. Let's jump back to our content and go down to the second article. We can see here the meta description, the intro. I love this AI image. We have a table, non-venomous snakes, identifying features, colors and patterns. Here's a video, all kinds of great information, really broke up well in between bullet points and tables just to make it look really nice. Now, what we can do is we can come in here and click on edit, and we can see this full editor we now have to edit this post. So what I can do is maybe if I want to break this up, or if I want to take out a sentence, I can go ahead and do that if I don't like it. I can add my own links in here. I can take out images, add my own images. You can see all the options that you have up here. Pretty much everything you can do with a normal editor. Now, once you like your content, you can come down here and click Save Changes. And then if we come back to the top and click on View, we can click these 3 dots and click on Medium Publish. And then it'll ask us what Medium site to post to. I'm going to choose Daryl. We're going to make it public. And then I'm going to leave tags empty and it'll automatically create some for me. So I'm going to click Submit. And we're going to give this just a minute. It's only been a few seconds. I went back to my content page and you can see here that this article is now published. So if we click on this article, we now have up here where we can edit it or we can link. So if we click on where it says link, it's going to take us to the page where we can view it. You can see here's our title. This is the subtitle. And then we have our content. And this is the table that it generates for us. Video is embedded along with everything else. It looks really, really good. Now, if you want to edit it directly on Medium, maybe you see something in here that you need changed, you can click on Edit on Medium, and it's going to take you straight into the editor for this post so you can edit it. And once you're done, you're just going to come up here and click on Save and Publish. And that's all there is to setting up your campaigns, having everything created for you and posted. Just keep in mind you do have some extra settings in here. So if you come up and click on Campaigns, and on the right-hand side, you have options here where you can clone your campaigns or you can edit them and then rerun them. Under your content, if you click the three dots beside your articles, you have options to view them, to download them, to regenerate them. You can skip them if you don't want them ran. Maybe you have them set up and scheduled and you don't want them, you can skip them. And then you can also share them. So if you click on this share button, this can be useful if you have clients and your clients want to review the content before you post them. You can tick this box that says allow public access to the content. And if you don't want it to mention MedPoster, you can tick this box. And then you'll want to copy this link, click update access, and paste this link in here. And this is what it shows you. It's just kind of a default page that has all the content on it, so somebody else can review it before it gets posted.